no matter what. I feeling great.
Hello and welcome to the program Light of Knowledge. Friends, we have been discussing interesting topics on this program, which is based on knowledge. Knowledge is such a simple term, but when we come actually to know the magnitude of meaning inside it, knowledge is called as an ocean. Knowledge is called as a sword. Knowledge is called as nectar. We have seen all these things. But now, today, we are going to discuss a not so well explained aspect on knowledge. Faith can move mountains, it is said. But when faith becomes extreme, it is called blind faith. So, what is this faith and blind faith? How can we differentiate? How can we control ourselves so that our faith doesn't go to the extreme and become blind faith? So today, welcome to the discussion, and as usual, we have Rupa Behenji with us. Let us welcome her. Rupa Behenji, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Today, I think we have taken up a subject which is a little bit confusing also, I think, because when we talk about blind faith, a term that comes into our mind is superstitions. So, before going into actual blind faith, what is faith actually?
Faith is something I believe,
Hmm.
and belief is again based on the awareness, the knowledge about a person or a thing or an incident or a sequence, whatever it happens in my life. From birth, we grow with faith.
Hmm.
Without faith, life is empty. Faith moves our life. Faith makes our life to move forward.
Hmm.
Sometimes, if faith is not supported with wisdom,
Hmm.
then that kind of faith may lead me to wrong destination.
Hmm.
Or sometimes I may feel I had faith so much, but that did not result in a positiveness, or what I wanted I could not get. The repentance may be there. Therefore, faith is something, some things we can see, some things we may not see, but we have to understand to keep faith. Some things are visible where I can see, touch, and feel, and then I can keep faith. And some things we have to understand, internally we have to realize, and then keep our faith to get the results.
Behenji, can you explain some of those blind faiths or blind beliefs which can actually make our life journey a little bit difficult?
Sometimes man, when he come across with the difficulties, he searches for some solutions with someone somewhere. At that time, if anybody gives assurance, whether it is right or false, a person will not analyze at that time. He wants only solution to the problem. Then he believes. And that belief is not supported with right wisdom, that may become blind faith. And today we see the whole world is sinking in the ocean of problems, and everybody is seeking only the solution to the instant problems and instant solutions. Whether it is a belief or blind belief, nobody is bothered. But I want only the solace. And therefore, we are trapped in so many blind faiths. But altogether, the faith is something, first, I have to keep faith in myself. When I talk myself, one is my external self, but I am talking about my internal self. So, second thing, when I understand myself as I am, first wrong belief what we have, the existence of the external self itself is I. I believe this as a human
That's
body.
also a blind faith.
This is why? Because though it is existing,
Hmm.
but there is something different which is there in this body, which I am that real self. If I am not aware of that real self, then my whole life is based on this false belief.
Maybe we see the external, so we are
Yes,
more trapped to the
definitely.
external, and we sometimes forget there is something inside.
And we talk the words,
Hmm.
oh, my soul is filled with pain.
Hmm.
I pray, let God give peace to that departed soul. These words we use, but less we understand what is it. So, this basic foundation, before we begin our journey to the final destination, and throughout our life journey, different kinds of problems or sequence or consequences what we are going to come across, if we want to take right decision to face any problems, this right belief should be there. Because we believe something which we are not, then definitely based on that, whatever you take the decision will also be wrong.
You already talked a lot about the real personality. But if I think that I'm something else, suppose you said we are all eternally happy. But if I feel that I'm sad, if I feel that I'm worried at times, then that is also a kind of blind faith which can take me to a problem or
It's
something.
like this, I have lot of diamonds in my treasure, but I have forgotten that I have it.
Hmm.
It's there, but I have forgotten.
Hmm.
Or it's like a child of a king, definitely is a prince, but he forgets I am a child of king. Though
And
he
behaves
has,
like a beggar.
yes. So today what has happened, I am that invisible self who is having the qualities and values of love, peace, happiness within myself, but storing all that, I have forgotten that what I am. I believe that the external self itself is me, then definitely through the conscious of this existence, whatever the visibility, whatever I hear, whatever I speak, what conscious I hold in my mind is based on this awareness. And therefore, that faith leads, maybe temporarily I may get happiness, but again I lead up my life to the somewhere I struck up. There again I question, what's wrong? What's wrong? I had so much of faith in him. I had faith in this person, that person, even with God also, but nothing I could get. So there again, the quality of faith is there, but the real wisdom, where I have to keep what faith I have to hold in my life, and keeping faith with wisdom is like holding light and moving forward.
That's a beautiful expression. Keeping life in your hand and moving forward. Benji, I think our own interpretation of situations. We see something, we observe something, we listen to someone speaking about maybe myself, then I interpret it in a wrong way. Then I make my own conclusions and go into deep negative thinking, maybe. So, this misinterpretation, maybe is this a root cause of what later leads to blind faith?
Yeah, because faith again we support with the knowledge what we are gaining. Just to visualize one globe type, and inside there is something glowing. There is so many holes around that globe. One person looks towards one window and he visualizes something. Another person looks with another hole, he visualizes something. Whoever visualizes whatever, they narrate in their own way what they could understand and what they could sense. And the way they have expressed, I hear, I understand in my own way.
As you explain, I am reminded of the blind people who try to describe the elephant.
Yes, that's a
Because we all
famous
have our
example.
own ways of interpretation, isn't it?
And therefore, ultimately, if we want to have a proper faith in our life with proper wisdom, I need to rely upon the source of knowledge, the Almighty. And that's how I'm repeatedly trying to give this information. In the human civilization, the whole human world, which we compare as a huge drama stage, which moves in the form of a cycle, which we understand as a golden, silver, copper and iron era. And now we all know in what era we are passing. If you ask anybody, they say, yeah, it's iron age. It's a age of total degradation, that this and all we explain. So this is the time of darkness which has occupied the whole globe, and here every individual would like to see that light, wisdom, which can give us guidance to keep proper faith in ourselves. Small example. See, if I believe I am a body, what happens? And if I understand I live in this body, there are two things. So when I believe I am a body, then I will have the awareness, I am a girl, I am a woman, I am white, I am black, I am small, I am big, I am rich, I am poor. See, this is all the result of awareness of body. In this place, if I have a wisdom, the true light in my mind, I have this body, but I, the point of light, an invisible energy living in the body. Then what is the result? Oh, I am a point of light, I live in this body, I use this body, I am an eternal point of light. I am not white, I am not black, I am not small, I am not big, I am not woman, I am not man, but what am I? I am a beautiful star, like an entity. So I see this body as an instrument and use this in a right way. So this faith.
You mean to say that this true awareness will lead me to the right interpretation?
Yes.
Then I will not mistake or I will not interpret badly any situation which is coming to me.
See, when I believed I am a body, then I compare another person with body awareness, right? When I understand I am an eternal point of light living in the body, then I respect another person with that awareness. And this differences which makes me always feel negative or positive or good or bad, this becomes free. And my mind becomes free from the disturbances.
When I am aware of the self, then I am naturally safe from all the negative influences, naturally safe from all the negative interpretations.
My faith becomes more meaningful and authentic.
So that is the basis,
Yes.
the belief in the self. Then talking about belief, what other aspects do we need to believe in to move smoothly in life?
A lot of people complain whenever we are alone, we are okay, but we come in contact with other people, their behavior, nature, and attitudes creates conflict. Here, another beautiful aspect we have to understand. Every individual is a unique player, and they have their own way of thinking, feeling, and I have to respect them.
That's a beautiful expression. Every individual is a unique player. So we are here to play the game and play it in a fair manner.
And I need not force somebody as I feel. My right is to share and guide and help them and support. And if they take happily, it is good. But there is no need of force because they need little time to realize. And if we understand this, then a lot of conflicts in relationship can be solved easily.
That's a simple but very effective solution, I think. If we give time for others so that they realize,
yes,
most of the problem will be solved.
Because the time point of realization varies person to person. When I realize something true, oh, this is so nice. But at the same time, I will try to give the same to others, but they may be in different awareness at that time.
The problem is, Behenji, we expect others to realize very soon, isn't it?
That's because when I enjoy something, I feel, oh, let them also. But they are not ready at that time. They are not prepared. So we have to just
we expect
give.
too much from others and we expect very little from ourselves.
Yes.
So I think we need to look more into ourselves. Which I think it is time for us to move on to the next part, which is the question from the audience. And here is the question.
My name is Trishla Punjabi and I'm from Kalyan, Mumbai. I'm doing second year BLS. What I must do when I am in utter anger? I have lot of anger in me. I can't control when I'm in anger. I just need to ask what is the solution to gain peace of mind when I am in utter anger.
That is a very common problem which most of us have, because when we find that something is not going according to our wish, then we naturally get angry. And is it natural? That is maybe what she's asking.
See, the question is having answer in that.
Hmm.
A person who is getting angry, he is not comfortable.
Hmm.
He or she feels, I want to come out of that and I want to experience peace. That means peace is my natural quality. Anger is entered. So when anger is there, actually he who gets anger, he is in pain.
Hmm.
Something troubling inside. That's why he gets angry. Reason may be anything. So here root cause of anger is some kind of dissatisfaction.
Because everybody seems to have some or other reason for his or her own anger. And we justify, this is because of this fact that I got angry. It is because of this that I got angry. So as far as reasons are there, can't we justify ourselves?
Reasons may be many.
Hmm.
In order to set it right, I have to think whether my anger works.
Hmm.
Okay, what I told my colleague has not done. What I expected my friend has not done. What I expected my mother has not fulfilled. If I get angry, that is, I am showing my dissatisfaction. But will that person do because I get angry? So the result is again negative because my expression is negative.
But actually, I expect when I get angry, he may change his mindset and he will do according to what I wish. This is the reason behind my anger.
Usually in practical it doesn't work. Even if they do also, they also do with fear or with the dissatisfaction and their relationships breaks. They go a little far away. So we have to find out the reasons for getting angry first of all, and reasons will be different from person to person. And most of the time when we get anger, our intellect gets blocked. That means we are not able to take wise decisions. Therefore, angry person ends up with repentance. Why did I get angry? Because he may lose his temper, he may scold somebody, he may use wrong words to somebody, or he may hit somebody, or he may break something. Because when anger crosses the limits, he will not be able to use his intellect at all. Intellect will not decide. Decision power will be zero at that time.
So coming into the actual crux of the question, Behenji, what she wants to know is how can she get out of this vicious cycle?
First of all, whatever the situation he or she is facing, whoever may be the cause for anger, let us say husband or wife or children or colleagues, friends or situations. Maybe some people are continuously facing negative situation one after the one after. So what happens? My internal energy has come to the stagnation. Now this is what I cannot face anything more. So that stagnation point comes, then a person will break up. So at that time what happens? He is exhausted. I suggest instead of getting angry, when he or she gets angry, more energy has been again wasted in a negative way, thrown out. Instead that, sit quietly and contemplate for some, at least few minutes. Make your body calm down. Allow your mind to think. Even if you're not able to think, sit quietly for few moments.
But is that possible at that time of anger, or should we do it at some different time?
Every day if you practice is very good, but first let
Because
them
invariably
decide.
I find that when I get something as a reason for my anger, all these things never come into my mind. Be peaceful, to cool down. All these are out of
But
question.
at that time we have to be well prepared. Today, early morning when you get up, today I will try to calm down my mind, even when I get provoked by somebody.
This should be a regular practice.
Thought, okay, today once you did, Again, second time you failed, third time you failed, doesn't matter. Again, tomorrow you practice. And slowly, 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 that energy will be filled and he will become strong.
Benji, it is time now for us to come into the actual application part, the attitude, the virtue, and the reflection.
Attitude that we have to develop is to accept people as they are. Attitude of accepting. And to accept them, one virtue we can take in our mind is the virtue of love. Because to accept as they are, we have to have love with them. And you see, usually two friends having closeness, and even that person is having one or two negative things, but because of friendship and love, he is my friend, doesn't matter. I will accommodate him. I will accept him. Why? Because there is love. So when we don't accept means with that person we don't have much love. So therefore, let us accept everybody as they are. We hope for their development and constantly give them the vibrations of love which help them to change if they are any negative.
Usually, Benji, that is a very beautiful statement which you have said. But I think practically speaking, if somebody is having favor towards me, it is not difficult for me to accept that person. But if that person is having something in his mind against me, then I find it difficult. So this has been my habit. How do I get out of this habit? How do I break the cycle?
See, when he is having negativity about me, it is coming to me. In return, what I am giving. I have to focus what I am giving, that's all. So when I am giving constantly loveful feelings, the day will come, he turns loveful soul, loveful being. He also starts giving loveful vibrations. It takes little time. But we have to have positiveness and this faith that I am the soul adorned with the quality of love. Love is natural, right? Hatred is temporary. Peace is natural. Anger is temporary. So which will work better? So negative things they are having, it is working temporarily. And I become victim of that, then I forget my positive quality in myself. So that's why we have to hold that. I have positive value in myself and constantly I throw that.
That is even more important because if I feel that I don't have love enough, then that may not flow to the other person.
Yes.
So first I think, is it more important that I imbibe this quality of love more?
Definitely.
We are nearing the end of our session. So can we have a little bit reflection on this attitude of acceptance and love, as you said?
Sit in a comfortable position. Focus your attention towards the center of forehead, in between two eyebrows. Visualize a tiny shining star, an eternal being of light. The real energy which is working in this body. I am that point of light. I live in this body, act through this body, but I am totally a different entity. I see everybody in this conscious as a tiny point of lights shining in their foreheads, and I respect, love each individual self as they are. And everybody is beautiful. Everybody is playing their role so well. And everybody is very special. I have to focus what I have to do. And I have this spiritual love, divine love, passing to all human beings. Sometimes I get negative vibrations, feelings from others, yet I do pass positive feelings of love to my brother souls, which helps not only myself but also to them to come out of that negativity. I am an eternal light of love. As I love my life, I respect and love others' life also. Om Shanti.
That was a wonderful session. And thanks a lot on behalf of everyone watching this program for discussing this wonderful aspect of acceptance and love and taking us to a new level. Thank you very much for coming to the studio.
Thank you.
So, friends, that is for today. We have understood a great value which is called acceptance. We started with faith and blind faith. When there is wisdom, there won't be blind faith. So let us incorporate knowledge and wisdom into every area of our life. After all, life is all about experimenting, as we have been telling throughout this series. So let us experiment with new attitudes, new ideas every day. And today, of course, we have got a beautiful tool which is called accepting everyone as they are. Seemingly simple, but when we move into it actually, it is going to take a lot of patience and a lot of courage to do that. Let us do it anyway. It is not enough to be liveful, but we need to go to the next level, as Behenji said. That love should flow to others and make change in others as well. Then we see real transformation. Then we will be satisfied. And we all look into such a world which is coming, which is in the making, a true golden age for humanity. And thanks a lot for joining in today. Send in your suggestions or queries if you have any. And from all of us in studio, it is a goodbye to you until we meet in the next episode. Thank you very much.